Sporthouse fans, it's John, and we're back with another What's Blank Wednesday. And today I'm joined by our special guest, Skylar MacAllister.
Yeah.
And, doing a little influencer work for us this year, and it's been awesome watching your stuff, man.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun to create and explore the snow. It's been really awesome snow season, so I'm really excited. You know, Cannonsburg setup is actually really good this year.
That's what we've been hearing, and today we're going to talk about how to maintain your skis if you're a twin tip park skier. I don't think that's top of mind for a lot of you guys and gals out there, right?
Yeah, we just kind of beat up our skis, and then once the top sheet is separating, then you trade it in and buy some new
You go to
skis.
Mom and Dad and say, I need a new ski, right? Mom and Dad go, didn't I just buy that for you?
Yeah.
So they're not indestructible, and you guys do your best to try to almost, I don't want to say you're out there to damage your skis. You're really out there progressing tricks and stuff.
Yeah.
But the crossfire is that your skis get kind of beat up.
Yeah, and especially with you're on your backyard setup, you hit some roots or sticks in the ground, and that just, that makes gouges in your wax and base and everything. So you really just beat them up.
And we fix those here, and we can make you slide better on the snow. Now, would that be of interest to you? Like, would more speed going into a trick, or not having your skis stick to the snow and the temperature changes, right? So just because you don't want your skis tuned per se doesn't mean that we shouldn't maintain them. Some of the things that we're going to show you today are some of the things that happen to skis when you guys and gals are out using them. Not just skis, but snowboards as well.
Yeah.
You're a skier, so we're sticking to that element. But let's start with this little junior ski that came in, but this happens to adult full-size skis all the time. This is a broken tip. It hit something hard and cracked. Unfortunately, if that happens to you, that ski is toast. There's nothing that we can do to repair that. It is not a warranty issue. You can't just be skiing down the hill and have that happen. That is from impact on something. Have you ever seen that out there on the hill?
No, not quite that, no.
Okay, so just be aware if you break or smash your ski, that it's time for a new ski. And these are all things that have just come in over the weekend. It's been a good winter. A lot of people are out riding. I think most of these came from Cannonsburg. This is a classic. This is the tip separation. If you can't see that, the top sheet is coming away from the base. Seen that before?
All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
The majority of the cause of that is tip slapping, right? You come down, you land on the back end of your ski, and then the front end goes smack.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, sometimes you even see it on the tails too.
Okay.
Separating on the tails.
And it's hard surface. Like, we're not landing in powder out there, not like in the videos. So if the damage isn't too extensive, like, this ski can be fixed. We're gonna epoxy this and clamp it. And I'd say there's about a 80% chance that ski is gonna survive for the rest of the season.
Would you risk it next season to ride on that?
I would say it's time for a new ski at the end of the year.
Okay.
But short-term fix, so you don't have to spend money, and we're running out of stuff too. Like, if you would try to make your stuff last through the whole year for about $25. We'll basically glue that together with some industrial epoxy, and a lot of times we see that work for a while. So.
Yeah.
All right, here's one that we don't see a lot, but when it happens, it's a significant impact on your skiing, but it's actually very fixable. This gentleman's binding pulled right out of the ski. And you actually think you were out there when this happened?
I was. It was Friday, and everyone's trying to hit the new jump at Cannonsburg, and I think the guy lost his ski, and someone hit right into that back binding, and it just popped off.
So the cause of this is the fact that there's no metal in the ski. So Skylar and I were inspecting this. You look into the holes that were drilled for the mount, and it's solid wood. So with a lot of energy, and these look bindings are bomb-proof. Like, they will pull out before the binding will actually bend or break, which is awesome. Some companies will include a small piece of metal in here so that when the bindings are mounted, there's something to hold on to a little better than the wood. The good news is that these are fixable. So in my hand here are 4 little pieces of plastic. They're called Healy coils. We epoxy these into the core of the ski, and then we can remount that binding, and it's actually going to be stronger and more secure than when he brought that ski in here.
Yeah, he should be good for the rest of his time on these pair of skis.
As long as he wants to ride these skis, yeah. Like I said, this is one of those cases where the fix is actually stronger than the original product. So if you happen to have that happen, do not worry, bring them in. It's $5 for each one of these, so it's a $20 fix to get that taken care of. In regards to binding, since we have this off the ski, your ski brakes oftentimes pull off, or not with the look because it's all metal, but in many other models, the mount is actually plastic. You can catch those and they break.
Yeah.
That is not the end of the world. Brakes can be replaced for like $40. So if you're out there riding on a broken brake and it's causing you frustration, stop on in and we stock a decent amount of different types of brakes. If not, we can usually order that. Mm-hmm. Seen that out there before?
I've seen that on the hill where the brakes, bent fully 90 and, it's just someone loses their ski and it just keeps flying down the hill.
Yeah, because you want that thing to work if you lose your ski. And generally the reason that happens is your guys are going backwards.
Yeah.
And you catch that brake going the wrong direction and it just torches it, right? So what types of features do you like the most out there? There's boxes, there's rails, there's tubes. What do you got out there?
I would say, my opinion, I would go for the tube. It's perfect. Sometimes you can get those skinny handrails, they're fun, but they're a little sketchy. In the pills, it's a little harder to generate a spin off of it. So I would say just a good old tube is the way to go.
Are any one of those worse for your skis than the other?
No, they all do their damage. So.
Great. All right, well, let's talk about your skis. You brought in a couple pair today. Which one do you want to start with?
Well, we'll start with the Armada ARB 94s.
Okay.
I got these this year, and I've had these, been shredding them for a couple months, and they've actually been holding up pretty well. What do you think?
Yeah, when you brought them in, we inspected them, and for what you've been doing, I'm pretty impressed. The top sheets are going to get tore up, so parents, don't worry about what the ski looks like on top. It's really the integrity of the ski and what the bases look like. And to be honest with you, this is not bad. I mean, yeah, it's definitely shredded in a little bit here, but there's no major edge damage. It doesn't look like it's been impacted too much at all. So pretty well built ski from Armada. I know you're concerned a little bit with the top sheet chipping and whatnot, but there's a lot of energy that goes into these spins and moves, and your skis are crossing all the time and your edges are somewhat sharp, especially in a newer ski. So that is not unusual to see. So I'd say it looks like these are giving you pretty good service.
Yeah, they are.
This is the ski you primarily ski on?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I think what was causing those the top sheet to shave off a little bit was I was learning Brittany and K-Fed, which is Brittany is back swap to unnatural front two out, and then K-Fed is front swap to continuing back to 70 out. So
you got it down?
I did get both of them down. So
sweet.
Yeah.
Hey, fun. I have no idea what he just said, but I get it. It's fun to watch. All right, and then you've had these for a couple of seasons, right?
Yep, 2.
This is the Bent 100. We love selling the ski. The artwork from Bent Chetler is amazing. 2 seasons of park skiing. I would say I'm pretty impressed with how that has held up. But this is a great example. I'm going to bring this over and kind of show the base. It's going to be hard to see. There are a lot of scratches in this, and it's in desperate need of wax.
Yeah.
You ever thought about taking care of your bases?
Yeah, well, it was, I think our backyard setup with turf really just dried the skis out, so yeah.
So if your skis look chalky and they don't slide, you want to get them in for a tune. Chances are we're not going to be able to just wax them, although you could do that at home. We'll address that in some other video. But in addition to the wax, you've got quite a few deep scratches in these from some of the stuff that you've been hitting.
Yeah.
Easily repairable. And we're going to cut in a few shots of what goes on in our shop and how we address putting P-Tex back in the base and then grinding that back down. The one thing that you guys don't really like is sharp edges. Is that true?
That's true. Usually if I sharpen the edges on my own ski, I just detune the edges from like here on in. So I'll sharpen the whole ski and then I'll detune these a bunch. And I'll sometimes on the hill, when I just freshly sharpen them, I'll carry a little detuner in my pocket and I'll just, if they're starting to stick to the rails, then you just gotta detune it a little bit more.
Guys like me hear that and we're like, what are you talking about, man? You want sharp edges here and dull out here, right? That's so backwards. But no, for what you guys are doing, we absolutely get that. We actually have a special tune called a jib tune where we restructure your base, fill everything in. We clean up your edges, but we do not put a super sharp grind on the edges. But then that allows us to get them over the waxer because we'll get all the rust off and whatnot. So if your skis are beat up because you've been spending all your time riding, which is great. We know there's way more skiing out there this year than there has been the last couple winters. And you're not happy with the way they're sliding around on the snow, make sure you come in and we're gonna go downstairs and we're gonna kind of show you the process of when you come in the store, what you'll see and how we kind of take care of your stuff. Shop work is something that takes time. We're turning work around in about 3 to 5 days right now. So if it's something that you need, give yourself a few days buffer. We can't just do this overnight. There's a lot of people skiing this year and a lot of people getting their shop work done, and we thank you guys for that because we like having everybody out there sliding well on the snow, right? It makes it a more fun sport, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so well, thanks, Skylar, for your work. I know that early season stuff was all about like kind of selling in and talking about helmets and bindings, and that stuff was fun. Can't wait to see some of the stuff. I know you're already posting pics and some of the stories on your tricks and things. So anything coming up that we should be aware of to watch for?
I just released a post last week about, Kate Fenn and Brittany, those new tricks. And then we're working on a 540. I have hit that last year, but it's a little struggle. I'm trying to get the rust off for that on this year, and we're doing some 360s with some new grabs on the new jump, and maybe throwing some switch tricks in there too. So I'm pretty excited.
To be young again, man.
Yeah.
I'm just happy skiing the big powder anymore myself. I wish I was your age, and all the cool things that can be done on boards and skis now. It's a neat element. So we're glad to have you part of the team. Looking forward to some of that stuff. We'll be sharing some of that stuff out with you as well. So until next week, take care, everybody. This has been an edition of What's Blank Wednesday with our special guest, Skylar. Peace.